walk into a bar, turning all the heads. But your laughter is as cold as your eyes. I should have guessed the game was fixed and your love was never on the cards. The devil and his tricks ain't got nothing on you, but Lord knows my heart was true. You broke it once and twice for fun, but I'll be the one laughing at you. I thought you loved me, and I spent all I had on you. But when my pockets were empty, you laughed and left for someone new. Now you sit there eyes shining, your laughter filling the air, diamond rings on your fingers and fine ribbons in your hair. And I sit with my heart drowning with the whiskey from the bar. Well, you can laugh a little longer, and the whiskey makes me stronger to end your cheating ways. Because tonight I'll end it at the end of my blade, end of my blade. His tricks ain't got nothing on you, but Lord knows my heart was true. You broke it once and twice for fun, but I'll be the one laughing at you.
He was born with a wild streak, dust on his boots and fire in his eyes couldn't keep him from the back roads, where trouble waits under neon skies. Started running shine at 15, cards and whiskey by 21, and the devil walked right with him till the devil finally won. Now mama prays each midnight, hands folded tight, heart breaking slow, whispers to the heavens, Lord, don't let my baby's soul be lost below. 'Cause her boy lies dead and cold now, 6 feet down beneath that stone, and mama prays each midnight, 'cause her mother can't let go. Fist fights in the sawdust, gunshots echo through the pines. He lived like every sunrise was the last he'd ever find. Sheriff said they found him where the creek bands tore the hill, bootlegging deaths and a gambler's hand, and a heart that wouldn't still. Now mama prays each place. Though the devil took your footsteps, he won't take you from me. So mama prays each midnight for mercy on a life gone wrong. Talks to God in whispers as she tries to stay strong. Though her boy lies dead and cold now in the quiet, hallowed ground, mama still prays each midnight till they meet on higher ground.
Heard the news down in Miller's, got the word from old John Sam. Said you rode back into Redfield after all these years gone. And it hit me like a freight train, memories slipping through the cracks. I thought I buried all that longing, but one look and it came back. You're standing on Main Street, sunlight in your hair, and I'm frozen on the sidewalk, wishing I could go back. But I'm just watching from a distance, hiding what I feel inside. You're the wildfire in my heart that I thought had long since died. I wanna walk right up and tell you, but the words get stuck somehow. So I keep my hands in my pockets, and my heart won't settle down. Yeah, I'm watching from a distance, 'cause I can't tell you now. We were kids when the world felt simple, before life pulled us apart. You took off chasing big dreams, I stayed guarding this small town heart. But time don't heal like the stories say, it just quiets down the ache. Till the moment you come walking in and it all starts to shake. I see you laughing with the locals, like you never missed a day. And I'm standing here remembering everything I didn't say. So I'm just watching from a distance, hiding what I feel inside. You're the wildfire in my heart that I thought had long since died. I wanna walk right up and tell you, but the words get stuck somehow. So I kick the gravel at my boots while my heart beats getting loud. Yeah, I'm watching from a distance, 'cause I can't tell you now. Maybe someday I'll find the strength to close the space between us, but tonight I'll let the moonlight fall on should-have-beens and dreams of us. So I'm just watching from a distance, hiding what I feel inside. You're the wildfire in my heart that I thought had long since died. I wanna walk right up and tell you, but the words get stuck somehow. And I whisper things you'll never hear beneath my breath and broken vow. Yeah, I'm watching from a distance, guess that's all I know for now. You're back in town like a ghost of love, and I'm standing here convicted of all I feel but never say. Just watching from a distance. Up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where the tall pines sway, lived Billy Bob Johnson down by Miller's Creek Way. He was a backwoods dreamer with a guitar on his knee, singing songs about freedom and how love ought to be. Now Sally Mae Carter lived on the ridge next door. Her daddy owned the land from the river to the store. She sneaked down in the moonlight when the evening turned still, just to hear Billy Bobby picking soft on the hill. 'Cause when the stars came out, their hearts caught fire. Two mountain souls tangled up in desire. Though the world said no, they held on somehow. Billy Bob and Sally, ain't nothing gonna stop them now. But the Carters and the Johnsons had a feud running long. No one quite remembers who first done them wrong. And Sally's daddy swore, "Girl, don't you go near that boy." But love don't listen when it finds its joy. They planned to run off Friday, meet by the old oak tree, leave behind the mountains, chasing life, running free. But her daddy found the note she tucked under her bed, and he thundered down the mountain, filled with fear and dread. When they reached that oak tree, they both stood brave, two hearts bound together in the choices they'd made. Her daddy saw the truth in the tears that fell, realized young love ain't a thing you can quill. 'Cause when the stars came out, their hearts caught fire. Two mountain souls tangled up in desire. Though the world said no, they held on somehow. Billy Bob and Sally, ain't nothing gonna stop them now. Now the Blue Ridge whispers of the night they won, how a feud finally ended and a new life begun. Billy Bob and Sally still walk hand in hand, two lovers who proved love outlast the land. When the stars come out, their hearts still fire. Two mountain souls tangled up in desire. Billy Bob and Sally, they made it somehow. Blue Ridge forever, and love still a vow.
Wind came howling like a freight train in the night, turned our wheat fields into shadows, choked out every bit of light. Daddy stood there on the porch steps, hat in hand, praying low, but the Lord himself couldn't wrestle back that dust bowl blow. Mama packed up jars of memories, tucked the baby in the truck, said if this land won't feed us now, then we'll have to make our luck. I watched our farmhouse fade behind us through the brown and broken air, a life built up on broken promise left hanging by a prayer. And now we're picking sweet oranges under California skies, juice running down our fingers, sun soft on our eyes. But no matter how sweet the harvest, how gentle the western sand, it don't taste like home used to on our Oklahoma land. Those sweet oranges feed our bodies, but they can't change the truth at hand. We come from bitter earth, and Lord, we miss that land. Rows of citrus stretch like rivers flowing gold across the ground. And for the first time in a long time, we hear birds instead of sound of dust tapping on windows like a ghost we couldn't shake, or the creak of fields surrendering with every breath they take. But come sundown, when the work's done, we still talk about before, about the green that kissed the June wind and the wheat that used to roar. Mama keeps a tin of soil she grabbed the day we drove away. Says this is where we started, kids, don't forget it when you pray. 'Cause now we're picking sweet oranges under California skies, juice running down our fingers, sun soft on our eyes. But no matter how sweet the harvest, how gentle the western sand, it don't taste like home used to on our Oklahoma land. Those sweet oranges feed our bodies, but they can't change the truth at hand. We come from bitter earth, and Lord, we miss that land. Maybe sweetness needs a sorrow, maybe gold needs dust to shine, maybe leaving builds a courage that we didn't know was mine. But each orange that I gather still reminds me where I'm from the bitter earth that raised me to the sweetness yet to come. So we keep picking sweet oranges under California skies, holding tight to every memory that the western wind can't wipe. And though the harvest keeps us living and the days roll smooth and grand, my heart still beats for home upon that parched and dying